Clyde, how much longer you gonna play that dadgum thing? It's like driving around with my sister's kids or something.
Sorry, Riley.
Well, let's pull over. I'm gonna take me a damn piss.
What in the Sam Hill?
Come on, come on! Forget the hat. Come on, let's go.
Freeze! Don't move. Turn around. Nice and slow like. On your knees. Clasp your hands over your head. Woohoo! Well, look here what we found.
Should we shoot him, Riley?
Shut up, Clyde. This hat wouldn't happen to belong to you now, would it? Sure is a fine hat, isn't it? I'll tell you, the one with the red tie, that son of a bitch, you see it right? Wore my ass out. Now, would you be so kind as to give us one good goddamn reason why I shouldn't blow your head off? It's National Gorilla Suit Day! Who says that Friday should be a dry day? If you're a regular guy. If I had it my way, who needs the highway? You'll just get a DWI. We can talk about issues and how much we miss you, whether you live near or far. Drink too much bourbon, you won't be disturbing the man in the blue and white car. It's the eye.
You stupid shark!
Hello and welcome back. January 31st, 2016. What day is today, Dan?
It's National Gorilla Suit Day!
What?
It's National Gorilla Suit Day!
Damn right it is. The day that we put aside once a year to celebrate the life, the legacy, and the genius of man's maddest artist, Don Martin.
That's right, John, and I brought along a special surprise.
Well, I love surprises. What do you got this year to surprise us with, Dan?
I got this.
That's a piece of wood.
This is no ordinary piece of wood, John.
Well, tell me about it.
This is from Don Martin's chicken coop.
I've always wanted one of those.
Yeah.
Well, sit back,
relax, and enjoy the show. Happy National Gorilla Suit Day.
Happy National Gorilla Suit Day.
You guys ready?
Yeah,
Okay, cameras are rolling.
perfect.
Here we go.
Okay.
And positions.
Where's Claudioski? I don't see her. Is she at the parade?
Oh, I got a new guy.
What do you mean you got a new guy?
You said you wanted something different. I got a new guy.
Don't you think you should have checked with me first?
You're gonna love him.
You can't go hiring people like this.
3 seconds.
Well, let's check in on the parade with our newest correspondent, Gary Burton. Gary, welcome to the team.
Thank you, John and Dan. It's such a thrill to be reporting from the parade and to be working with you, Dan, and Claudia.
Claudia!
Do I hear Claudioski?
Okay, wise guy. You know my name's Claudioski. But you won't be making that mistake much longer because I'm going to be getting a new name!
Claudia, are you engaged?
You are looking at the future Mrs. Larry Fine!
Well, it is about time that stooge came to his senses and married the best thing that's ever happened to him.
Hey, let's call up that old son of a gun and plan a bachelor party.
A bachelor party is a great idea. But first, a word from one of our sponsors. Thank you, Gary and Claudia.
Claudia.
Sunday afternoon, time for rest, time for relaxation, a time for fishing. But how many times have you hooked the big one only to lose him just before you get him in the net? Or maybe the sumbitch swum under a rock and snagged your line? Fishing ain't much fun when your expensive lures get stuck at the bottom of the creek.
Hi, I'm Riley.
And I'm Clyde.
And we're here to tell you about the new Clyde and Riley fishing lure, the only fishing system guaranteed to catch you fish.
Or your money back.
Beautifully handcrafted from the finest lead, brass, and gunpowder, you'll be amazed at the excellent quality right out of the box. And setup is easy. Just put the Clyde and Riley fishing lure into your Clyde and Riley fishing pole and wait for the big one. When he comes up for a nibble, you let him have it. And when you shoot him, they gon' die. They have to.
'Cause they're genetically programmed.
The Clyde and Riley fishing lure. Put something fancy on the table.
The Clyde and Riley fishing lure is fully compatible with the Clyde and Riley fishing pole.
Don't lose that. We can melt it down.
Happy National Gorilla Suit Day.
Well, let's head on over to the Thinking Park and see how things are going over at the parade. And live on the scene is parade correspondent Larry Fine. Larry, how are things going over there? Where is he?
I'm not getting anything.
Oh, come on, Larry! Ever since he started dating Claudioski, he's had his head up his ass. And it's not like he isn't challenged to begin with.
Well, you might as well tell a dog not to be a dog.
I didn't hire a dog. I hired Larry Fine to report from the parade, and I don't know where he is. He's been missing all morning. I got a problem with this relationship. I really do.
Well, you know what you're doing? You're trying to play anti-Cupid.
What the hell is anti-Cupid?
Well, there's Cupid, and then there's...
Yeah, and then there's stupid. And this relationship is stupid. This engagement is stupid, and it's not going to happen. We'll see to that. Stay tuned.
Ibar Fridays presents The Wonders of Poop. People everywhere are celebrating National Gorilla Suit Day, not just in the United States, but abroad. In China, in the forests, singing songs in the streets, yes, even pooping together in the woods. And whether or not you're eating poop, throwing poop, rolling around in poop, or singing songs about poop, what would National Gorilla Suit Day be without poop? And now a scientist from Japan certainly has no plans on letting his waste go to waste. Scientist Mitsuyuki Ikeda has found a way to process poop, recycle it, and turn it into a fecal feast fit for a king. He has discovered that fecal waste is loaded with protein, 63% protein, and 23% carbohydrates thanks to the high bacteria content. After it's mixed with steak sauce and soy, it's put into a magical machine called the Exploder, and artificial steak comes out the other end. Now you're cooking with gas. People who have tried it said it actually tastes like beef. Not bad, but I like my poop medium rare. Hey, get that shit-eating grin off your face. Happy National Gorilla Suit Day!
Enero 31, feliz día de gorila.
We're back with Claudia and Gary at the National Gorilla Suit Day Parade. Hey guys, Lots of fun stuff going on over there?
Yes, there was a juggler with a chainsaw.
Yes, he was great. I've never seen anything quite like it.
Hey, did the blessing of the bananas happen yet?
No, not
No,
yet.
but they're about to begin.
We saw the monkey rodeo, and
Yeah,
that
the
was...
monkey rodeo was wild. Chimps riding bulls, amazing.
One of the monkeys fell.
One of the monkeys fell off the bull and landed right in the water trough. Hysterical.
When he got up, there...
Yeah, and when he got up, the crowd...
Gary, why are you interrupting me?
I'm sorry?
Why are you interrupting me?
I'm not interrupting.
You just did it.
It would appear you interrupted me.
Guys, can we move along?
Well, there's a concert at the gazebo.
Well, it's not actually a concert. The gazebo's quite small. It's more of an intimate performance.
Well, I guess there's a band playing some classical music.
Well, actually, it's Baroque.
Okay, so it's Baroque.
Yes, Baroque. I'm just using general terminology for our audience.
Yeah, dumbing it down, I see.
Hey, Gary, come on. How's the food?
The cotton candy stand is pretty busy.
The owner must be a dentist.
There's a line around the corner.
As I'm sure there will be at his dental practice.
Ooh, I hope you have a good dental plan.
Is your...
I told you not to hire somebody without checking with me first. He's a snooty Englishman, and there's no room for him in this show. Turn it off. Turn it off. This is not what National Gorilla Suit Day is all about, and we would like to apologize for that. We'll be back right after this message. We just want to take a moment and say thank you to Doug Guilford of Doug Guilford's Mad Cover Site. Doug Guilford's Mad Cover Site covers everything about Mad Magazine, not just the Mad Magazine covers, but everything from cover to cover. Doug Guilford's Mad Cover Site. Check it out. Make a donation.
Who's Doug Guilford?
Happy National Gorilla Day!
Well, every year we like to have a top 10 list that features artwork from Mad Magazine. This year we're going to do something just a little different. Do you recognize this book?
That's my sketchbook.
That's your sketchbook. This year's top 10 list will feature the artwork of iBar Friday's maddest artist, Dan DePaola. Starting with number 10, way back from the first iBar Fridays episode, here is Philip the Banjo-Playing Pigeon. Number 9, What's New Pussycat? Number 8, Rocky Balboa, and in the style of Don Martin, note the use of fleas. Number 7, from National Gorilla Suit Day 2015, the real Rocky, Chuck Wepner. We've all been there, gotten sand kicked in our face. Number 6 is Beach Bully. From National Gorilla Suit Day 2013, the Monkees. From 2014, she's delightful, delicious, delectable, and she's number 4, the Martin Girl. From the iBar Fridays Christmas show, Santa Claus and the Evil Krampus, well, you know. Well, what do you know? A G-rated picture from 2012. This is Gorilla Dandy. And what is clearly the best example of Dan DePaola's genius, Mona Lisa comes in at number 1, making a number 2. Brilliant work, Dan. Absolutely brilliant. And for this year's 2-minute portrait, we would like you to draw, in the style of Don Martin, a picture of Larry Fine the day after the wedding. You got 2 minutes and go. Claudioski, what are you doing? You know, before you get married, he comes to your house, he knocks on the door, you open up, he's there in a nice suit, clean shaven, cologne. That's the day before the wedding. The day after the wedding, the suit's gone, the cologne's gone, and he's in his underwear. It's gonna be disgusting. You're gonna wake up in the morning, you're gonna see some fat, shirtless guy, tufts of hair sticking out the side of his head, and make sure you don't cover up the picture, get the hair, and make sure you get all the Don Martin trademarks, the stupid mouth, the eyes, and make sure there are fleas and a broken pinky. You're going to wake up in the morning and there are going to be chest hairs on your pillow. At least that's what we hope they are. You're going to wake up in the morning now and you say that you miss him because last night you had a nice time. He was a gentleman. He held your hand. He took you out to dinner. Of course you're going to miss that. But there's nothing lonelier than waking up next to somebody you don't like. Because choosing a husband is like choosing a car. You know, you shop around and you wind up spending every last nickel you own on what you think is a perfect car. Now here's the problem. When you drive away, if you don't like the car, you're stuck with it and you gotta drive it for 200,000 miles. Now let's say you wanna have an affair, drive another car. What do you got? $300 to go out and find some rust bucket out on the street with bird turd all over the windows, worn out tires, rust holes all over it, and the upholstery smells like mildew. If that's what you want, because if that's what it is, I don't think it's going to take you where you want to go, if you know what I mean.
Now, personally, I think all women are insane.
The broken pinkies are absolutely perfect. All women are insane, and here's why. In my wildest dreams, I can't imagine waking up next to some hairy guy. Now, it has nothing to do with heterosexuality or sexual preference. It has to do with the fact that men are kind of disgusting. They got nothing going for them the day after you marry them. They start to act like a college roommate. They don't treat you like a wife anymore. They show you the side of them, that worst side that they've hidden all that time you've been dating. What are you guys going out for a year? 1 year?
Come on, you're gonna be miserable.
Now, some people might call this speech the product of self-interest. Sweetheart, I know all about you.
Larry doesn't know some of the things I know.
Does Larry know what a booze hound you are?
Does Larry know that when you wake up in the morning, you're still drunk from the night before?
Does Larry know about all the times I had to carry you out of the studio because you couldn't walk to your car? You couldn't drive home? And how many times did I sit you down and say to you, if you don't straighten out your act, we're through? So believe me, even if you're happy with Larry, I doubt he's going to be happy with you. So, considering all the options, make the right choice. Don't marry him. He's a fat, hairy, disgusting slob. And Dan, love the signature, and in the style of Don Martin, you have done it again. Happy National Gorilla Suit Day. Hi, I'm John Tendy.
And I'm Claudioski.
Wishing you a happy National Gorilla Suit Day.
I can't believe I did that.
This just in, we've gotten a report of an accident at the National Gorilla Suit Day Parade, and here on the scene, live, is correspondent Larry Fine. Larry? Obviously, there's a problem with the news feed. Let's switch over to Gary Burton. Gary?
John and Dan, there's been a terrible accident.
What happened?
Well, as you know, Larry was scheduled to cover the blessing of the bananas. And while the crew was setting up, Festa Besta Tester slipped on a banana peel and bumped into a light pole. The light pole fell onto the phone bone trolley, which rolled 200 feet into a granite head McVoot hot dog stand.
What is he talking about?
The hot dog water splashed onto the sidewalk. That attracted a litter of kittens, and as you know, McVoot has a cat phobia. So he started throwing hot dogs at the kittens, but
Gary.
one of the hot dogs bounced off a juggler's head
Gary.
who lost control of one of his chainsaws.
Gary.
The chainsaw
Gary.
bounced off.
What about Larry?
Larry, Fine, is dead.
Dead?
Dead. I guess he won't be needing that violin now that he's playing the harp.
Where's Claudia?
Claudia.
Where's Claudia?
She left early. She's making wedding plans.
So she doesn't know what happened.
Who's going to tell her?
I'll take care of it.
This is Gary Burton reporting to
Gary.
you live from...
We know who you are.
Now for the next 30 minutes, as the world turns.
I can't seem to get a dial tone on it or anything.
No problem at all, ma'am. I'll have it fixed for you in a minute.
Okay, well, if you don't need me anymore, I'm going to go finish my bath.
Here is a bulletin from GNN News.
From the Thinkin' Park, a flash, apparently official. Larry Fine died at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, some 38 minutes ago. This is Walter Concrete with a special bulletin.
We're reporting live from outside of the Larry Fine Memorial Thinking Park, where Larry Fine is being laid to rest. People from all over the world were invited, but only 9 showed up. Until his death, no one was aware of his poor financial situation. So sad. In fact, today, instead of a coffin, he'll be lowered into the ground in a broken refrigerator.
Hey, why don't you watch where you're going?
Goddamn squirrel.
Clyde, shut up.
The Lord is my shepherd. There is nothing I shall want. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of... I will fear no evil.
That's fine, Father Emphysema. Thank you.
I'm not finished yet.
Well, we have to move on. Thank you, Father. On behalf of Miss Oski,
We'd like to thank you all for your kind words and your support during this time of loss and deep, deep sadness.
everyone is invited to stay for some refreshments. It's a beautiful day.
Yes, John, it is a beautiful day.
It's beautiful.
So please, help yourself to some pie and seltzer.
This pie ain't half fucking bad. Larry loves pie. I love pie. I love pie. You love pie? I love pie.
And it's unfortunate because, you know, the family...
Claudioski bombed. We gotta get her out of here.
I'll take care of it. Just make sure everybody's comfortable. I'll be right back.
And he was an amazing lover.
Hey, I got an extra pie. Do you want it?
Claudia.
Nah, I'm not really a pie person.
You're looking a little tired. Why don't you sit down?
It's only gonna go to waste.
Why don't you sit down, mister?
I don't know, just put it on a chair for a while.
Everyone just calm down!
Should I shoot him, Riley?
Clyde, shut up.
Well, it looks like pandemonium has broken out here at the Larry Fine funeral. There are pies flying everywhere!
Well, Dan, it's been one hell of a funeral.
And one hell of a National Gorilla Suit Day.
Special thanks to Kent Nickerson, Gary Burton, Jeff Brown, John Tendy, Bob Tendy, and Claudioski. Happy National Gorilla Suit Day!
Happy National Gorilla Suit Day!
I should have never told you were a good director.